Let me ask you something personal, and I want you to be really honest with yourself for a moment. Do you often feel exhausted, just completely drained by worrying about what other people think of you? Maybe it's that heavy, sinking feeling in your chest when you replay a conversation from earlier in the day, wondering if you said the wrong thing. Read. Today, we are decoding a book that acts as a knife to cut through that fog, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. To understand the medicine, we first have to look at the healer. Don Miguel Ruiz is a fascinating contradiction. He was born into a family of healers in Mexico, but he turned away from that legacy to become a neurosurgeon. He spent years operating on the human brain, looking for answers in the physical tissue. But after a near-death experience in a car crash, an event that shattered his purely physical worldview, he returned to his ancestral wisdom. He realized that the human mind isn't just an organ, it is a dreaming machine. Ruiz diagnoses humanity with a condition he calls domestication. Think about how you train a dog. When the dog obeys, you give it a treat and say, "Good boy." When it misbehaves, you scold it. Ruiz says we were raised the exact same way. As children, we learned that to get love and attention, we had to follow the rules of the dream of the planet. We learned to pretend to be what we are not, just to please mom, dad, and society.
This process installs two parasites in our minds, the judge and the victim. The judge constantly critiques you against a book of law you never wrote, and the victim accepts the blame, creating a cycle of guilt and shame. But Ruiz offers a way out. He calls it the path of the spiritual warrior, and it requires making 4 new agreements with yourself to break those old, invisible chains. The first agreement is the most important and the most difficult. Be impeccable with your word. Now, impeccable doesn't just mean neat. It comes from the Latin meaning without sin. And a sin is anything you do that goes against yourself. Ruiz teaches that your word is pure magic. You can use it to create, or you can use it to destroy. When we gossip, or when we look in the mirror and tell ourselves, "I'm not good enough," we are using black magic against ourselves. To be impeccable is to stop using your energy to judge or blame yourself. It is to speak with integrity and love. But even if you master your own words, you still live in a world full of other people's emotional poison. That brings us to the second agreement. Don't take anything personally. This is your shield. You have to realize that everyone is living in their own dream. When someone is rude to you in traffic or insults you, it has nothing to do with you. It is a reflection of their fear, their anger, and their domestication. If you get angry, you are eating their emotional garbage and making it yours. If you stop taking things personally, Ruiz says you can travel the world with your heart open, and no one can hurt you.
However, our minds hate ambiguity. When we don't understand something, we invent a story to feel safe. This dangerous habit leads to the third agreement. Don't make assumptions. We assume our partners know what we want. We assume a silence means rejection. We invent tragedies in our heads and then believe them as fact. Ruiz says the antidote is simple, but requires courage. Ask questions. Have the bravery to ask for what you want and clarify what you don't understand. When you stop making assumptions, the mental fog, the mitote, begins to clear. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but I'm human. I'm going to mess this up. And you're right, you will. That is why we have the fourth agreement, the one that makes the others possible. Always do your best. Your best is not a static standard, it changes. Your best when you are sick is different from your best when you are energized. The goal is to simply take action without overexhausting yourself or being lazy. If you simply do your best in every moment, you deny the inner judge the ammunition it needs to punish you. You can look in the mirror and say, "I gave what I had today," and live with regret. These 4 agreements are tools of transformation. They are about unlearning the lies of your domestication and reclaiming the personal freedom that is your birthright. If you are ready to challenge the judge and silence the victim, I want to invite you to make a declaration. Right now, say to yourself, "I choose freedom." If you want to go deeper, the link to purchase the 4 agreements is in the show notes. It is a reference manual for life that you will want to return to again and again. Thanks for listening to The Last Read. Until next time, keep growing and always do your best.